I know this looks like a video about salsa performance, but it's not. It's about what happens when you let unfinished projects follow you around for years. Because I don't think I'm the only one. I finally finished a project that had been taking up space in my brain for the last 2 years, and it taught me 3 things I wish I had learned sooner. There are so many reasons to stop a goal. This project followed me around for years. Every time I walked into my bedroom, I'd see the costumes. Every time I watched someone perform, I was reminded of what I didn't finish. For 2 years, this project quietly took up mental space. And do you want to know why? I convinced myself I wasn't ready to perform because I didn't like how I looked. Funny enough, I still don't look the way I hoped I would. The difference is that this time I stopped waiting. I realized I had been putting my life on hold for a future version of myself that doesn't even exist. How many of us are doing that? I'll start when I lose weight, or I'll apply when I feel confident, or I'll travel when I have more money. At some point, we have to stop waiting for permission from a version of ourselves that may never arrive. The second thing I learned is that my mind feels so much freer. People talk about brain fog, but I think unfinished projects are a part of it. Every unfinished project requires just a little bit of your attention. Not enough to ruin your day, but enough that every time you see it, your brain reminds you, you still haven't done that. As adults, we're already juggling work, kids, finances, relationships, family, appointments. Life is already full. Why keep carrying projects you've already decided mattered to you? Was this my best performance? Definitely not. But that wasn't my goal anymore. My goal was simply to finish. Now I don't have to think about when I'll do it, how I'll do it, or whether I'll ever get around to it. It's done, and there's something incredibly freeing about that. When I started this project 2 years ago, I thought dance was going to be a much bigger part of my life. Maybe it would have been, maybe not. But I couldn't truly move on until I finished what I started. This project served its purpose. Not because it made me a better dancer, but because it reminded me of the kind of person I actually want to become. Right now, I don't need to be known as the best solo dancer. I don't even need to know exactly who I want to be. But I do know I want to become someone who finishes what she starts. And sometimes finishing a project isn't about the project at all. It's about becoming someone you yourself can trust. So maybe your project isn't a dance. Maybe it's a staircase you've been meaning to finish. The room you've been putting off organizing. The business you've talked about starting for years. Whatever it is, stop waiting for the future version of yourself that you think will finally be ready. Finish it. Because unfinished projects don't just take up space in your home, they take up space in your life. And not finishing them is costing you more than you think.